Today we're talking about current Bitcoin situation, what's next for the market, why we're seeing a slight correction currently. We will talk about Andy on Blast, and we will talk about how influencers are actually pushing you into their bags whilst they're taking profits on you and buying into other meme coins and assets out there. And today I will tell you exactly on what assets they are buying currently using your money. You're right, using your money, because they're taking profits on you and they're buying into other bags that they're not shilling to you at this stage, that they're preparing to shill in a week, in a couple of weeks from now. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and let's start. We're seeing slight correction and consolidation from Bitcoin at this stage. I do expect the continuation from the all-time high upward movements, and it's just a reaction that we are receiving from here. It's also quite an obvious short, but it also was quite an obvious short right here at 68.9, right? Some people, they definitely shorted. They probably got stopped with this upward movement and they shorted again. We'll see. As mentioned, we might be trading in this range for a while, but I do expect this week to be a very, very interesting one. This is the last week of October, last one. This should be very, very lit, very, very interesting one as well, right? Coming back to our Andy on Blast situation. Saturday, it essentially pumped till almost $10 million, I think. And we actually had a buy from someone who got in at $48,000, right? This is easily $1 million from only one coin out there, if he just holds, right? Easily. We're seeing a correction from this level, which is something that we kind of honestly had to expect, because people that were buying here, they might be a bit exhausted. They might be a bit in fear from this market, right? And we're seeing a correction from here, and that's why we're seeing a correction from here. But I will tell you exactly what will be happening. I can also tell you with a 100% confidence that 20 million mark is something that is set in stone. Like, just based on the chart, we will be going to $20 million at least. This move essentially proved it 100%. Therefore, if you're buying currently, or if you bought at the bottoms, $20 million guaranteed. I'm telling you 100%. Obviously, from my end, I expect way larger continuation, and I won't be taking profits, and I will be holding way larger, as usual, pretty much, right? But this is just a guaranteed price action level that I'm telling you currently. That's why you might kind of say this is free money. I'm not saying this often, right? Some people will also say that it pumped because of my video. No, it pumped because of the chart. Something had to happen in order for it to pump, and it started to consolidate around this level already. We exactly repeated other charts with the same formation out there. The reason I'm showing you Brett here is because Brett actually already at the level where Andy should be, $20 million wise at this level, right? This is crazy to me. We are exactly at this level already, and as we can see, Brett is currently consolidating from this level. We had the same type of formation on Brett, and I would say Andy wise right here currently on this red candle. Let me show this to you right here. I think so. Whether or not we will see this correction a bit lower, I honestly don't think so, just because of the market setup currently at this stage, and I expect bullish continuation from the market as well. But we are perfectly tracking this chart day to day at this stage, which kind of makes us Brett better, if you would think about that, right? And it kind of makes sense because the narrative is the same. You have blue character on blue chain, which is base. You have yellow character on yellow chain, which is Andy on Blast. And essentially, what I'm expecting is continuation from these levels. And again, Brett reached these levels. I expect us to reach these levels as well. Almost guaranteed. Maybe a little bit lower, 19.3. Like this, like 100%. This move confirmed this thing at this stage. And I'm not saying to you that like this is the top and things like that. I'm just saying that guaranteed, based on the chart, we are seeing this level, right? Probably will consolidate around this level, depending on the market setup. If we will be like surging back high into new all-time high and above and everything will be bullish, we will just go straight through it, right? But this is what guaranteed, and this is what short on this chart. Non-financial recommendation, obviously. I'm a bit bold with the statements that I'm making here, right? Something I'm showing you currently is the chart of Andy Blast to Andy on Ethereum. If the chart is going up, Andy on Blast is outperforming Andy on Ethereum at current stage. If chart is going down, Andy on Ethereum is outperforming Andy on Blast. You can also clearly see here that we had capitulation bottom right here. You can also see right here that we had a capitulation bottom and we kind of forming the reversal pattern from here. I'm on a daily time frame, but essentially you have a wick here, you have low here, and you have your low here as well. This is exactly the same as on the most of the assets currently in the marketplace before the reversal, right? We just started this thing currently at this stage, right? Which means that we have a huge depth to actually outperform, to go to the tops of the range. I honestly think that this is something that will be happening because you simply have the correlation between a larger asset on the marketplace, larger market cap, which is just bigger by itself, which is heavier to push. It needs more capital in the first place. And you have a lower cap asset on the marketplace as well. From my point of view, the blue chipness is even better. From the quality, from the things that are happening, you can probably see it. 5.4x of outperformance is expected currently at this stage. For us, essentially to come back to the highs of 12th of July. When I think at that stage we were at $60 million market cap and ND on ETH was at $80 million. I'm not saying that ND on ETH is going to $80 million. I think with the push on the marketplace, it will be growing into, I think with the push of the whole crypto capitalization out there, it will be growing in price as well. It's just about larger assets out there and smaller blue chip assets and the entry point you're getting into. When someone is shilling his large bags to you, it means that usually he's using you as exit liquidity. Meanwhile, he might be selling and repositioning to some lower caps as well. This chart just tells it all. We are just at the start of the reversal. This is the exactly same chart as a lot of the coins out there, as SUI essentially out there. I can show you SUI as well before the reversal. We printed the same thing here, the time frame here. Boom, boom, boom. What we've done? Straight up. This thing is exactly the same currently. Exactly the same. I do expect this continuation from this asset currently at this stage. And we have the top of the range to actually reach. So it's up to you guys. It's up to you what you would like to do. Some people, they're just trading the charts. And I do believe that the reason for pumpage is not just like the sentiment. It's just the fact that I showed the chart. It's just the fact that it's true that this was the generational bottom and we will be moving higher from there. And this is just the start of the move. This is just the start of the bulk of the move out there. Coming back to the large assets that are pumping on the marketplace currently, guys, I want to really save you and I want to tell you what is actually happening. Look at this SPX. Look at this thing. We just had I think we had a small pumpage on BTC and it cost Murad assets to pump as well. And some people might expect that, yeah, we will be going down, we might have this pattern and then we will break out. First of all, even if this would be happening, this thing will be consolidated for quite some time. Just based on this chart to the end of the pattern, that should be around the end of October, which is not that far, but it might be easily the case that we will be consolidating for quite more time. Opportunity cost for this thing is very, very large in the first place. After that, where are we pumping? 1 billion, 2 billion, that 2.5x. I don't think it will be seeing SPX at 2 billion in short-term time frame. I do think what's due for this thing is to come back down and consolidate for quite some time around this range. Same thing has happened with pepe and other things. Yeah, we might be seeing hype in the marketplace and things like that, but you can see this double top happening currently. The reason for it is because previous holders, they were not able to sell on this top, and they understand that we are not going higher on this top, so they're selling here, right? And more people will probably be selling here because people are in crazy profits. When assets move like this, they need to essentially consolidate for quite some time. You cannot break this until we are in crazy mania stage of the marketplace. And I don't think that we are going into one yet. I think that mania phase that we actually very, very soon to experience, we will be connected with crypto more related people coming back. But these are the assets that will probably be shoveled into their faces, into their throats, but they won't be capitalizing on these type of assets. And it's not just about SPX, it's mostly speaking about most of them Murad picks at this stage. And I'm not hating on the coins, I quite like some of the coins, right? It's just that the fact that the upside, it's just that they had their run already, right? Apple, I do believe, still have some upside in it. However, it might go to $500 million market cap, right? What's your upside if you're buying into this currently? Like, it's not there. It's not there. We can check out GIGA as well. Even like people are not buying into GIGA better place currently because they understand what's happening, because they understand that there won't be a huge run. There won't be people making crazy money in the short time frame. There won't be people who will be euphoric and they would essentially push into other assets and things like that. The interesting thing with GIGA is that 5.5 million at this stage of liquidity it has, so it might push a bit higher because just the ratio of market cap and liquidity is crazy. Like it's 10x. Like SPX, I think it has $11 million of liquidity at this stage. But upside, from my point of view, here is quite limited. Ticker Bitcoin. So this one kind of the same as well. The only difference is that it had crazy ass accumulation at quite large market cap in essential differentiation to SPX, right? Probably like the median market cap is around $130–140 million. And when you consolidate at these levels for this amount of time, you might push further, right? The only issue is that liquidity here is quite large as well in comparison to the market cap. And to compare, I'm starting to show you the assets where these people are taking profits into currently, what they're buying in currently. And this is purely based on charts. And I'm telling you 100%, this is something that will be happening. These are the assets that these people are buying into currently, because they're, frankly speaking, they're just trading charts. This thing did not have the breakout yet. Indian Blast wise, we are right here currently, by the way, right here. $90 million market cap in comparison to Momo. However, our upside will be way larger because our market cap is lower at this stage. So we would have more access, right? I can show where Indian Blast chart-wise, and I will be sharing it on other charts as well, right? That I will be showing. These people right now, they're taking profits on the Gigas, on the SPXs, the smart ones, right? There are some dumber ones that will do it a bit later, and they reposition in something like Momo. This thing is due to have a run already. Look at this chart as well. It's just uptrend consolidation. And when things are moving like this, what happens usually is that the angle of your move increases over time. And it goes higher, higher, and higher, and higher, and just it goes straight up right after. This is what is happening in the marketplace currently. Whilst they are leading you to a slaughterhouse, to buy into the bags, where you won't have any upside, essentially. They're buying into something like this. The reason I'm sharing Momo, like I'm not essentially holding Momo myself. I may be thinking about longing it, although it's quite risky. Like just today morning, it was at $170 million market cap. Right now, it's at 150, right? The thing with this one is that if you want to buy larger established Memecoins on Solana that probably won't rock, this would be your pick. I would say it's in the same type as GIGA, as others. It's a larger Solana meme coin, which probably will actually do quite well in the bull market, just because of the narrative, right? Some people have the objection that, oh, like, I'm not sure that this thing just might be dying out. Momo probably will sustain. And it's probably like one of the most interesting bets on the marketplace, I would say currently, like market cap wise and the potential wise in the bull markets as well. It's a very, very nice one if you would essentially think about that, because to think it has a limit, it has a cap, this thing should be doing quite nicely because of the narrative. We'll see, right? And second thing, I actually wanted to check out Brett, because I've been sharing this thesis on base meme coins in my Discord as well in one of the videos. This is exactly where Indian Blast is currently, and this is just a crazy ass range. Like this is the crazy reversal that we're seeing here currently, right? The same type of pattern that I also showed you on the chart of Indian Blast to Indian Ethereum, right? And we are consolidating around these levels. And this is exactly where all the Solana memes they were before. And this is why I'm actually saying about base meme season out there. Not because of any sentiment, not because of other things, just the charts, they looked prime. They look prime at this stage. Just look at this consolidation, look at this reversal, look at where we are currently, right? Exactly. We have this level, we are exactly consolidating around this level. We touched it here, we touched it here, we touched it here as well. This is due a breakout. 100%. With the push BTC to the all-time high, this will be breaking out. Same way as a bunch of memes on base, they have similar charts currently. Just look at this thing. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same thing. You also have your cup and handle pattern, And what's interesting with this chart, like I don't even know much about the meme and things like that. What's interesting is that it did break out too early, too soon, and it got dumped back below this level. Very interesting. In order to consolidate, in order to change hands, in order for new people to essentially get into this thing with a higher market cap, with the higher entry point, which would mean that they will hold for longer. This is why I'm telling you that, like, just based on the charts, we should be seeing base season. And these are the charts of Trump on Ethereum as well. Like this USA token on base 2. Like this is crazy. And Brad, like these things they should be sending. And I showed you where Andy is. I can also show you Andy on this chart. Andy is somewhere here currently. But I don't expect us to go lower to have this crazy accumulation, because I've been showing you examples with the chart of Trump. Trump did not have this type of longer consolidation. I do believe why this thing had is because it's of a lower market cap. See, Trump did not have this long ass accumulation after this bottom was printed. This is something I'm expecting on Andy on Blast as well, mainly connected with the fact we are late child, and at the same time that the market is due a reversal currently. I'm just not seeing us going back into like long-term accumulation, consolidation and things like that. And Trump, if you would think about that, is also consolidating around these levels right here. I would say that this was a deviation right here, right? We tried to break out higher and we get sent back. And we had some news about Trump, like new allegations and stuff. It doesn't matter. It technically kind of was in the charts. I would say that we were breaking out too early, right? Too early. People were too hyped up at this stage. We will consolidate here. Same as Brad is doing currently, we will break out finally. And I do think that consolidation here won't be a large one. I honestly do think that very interesting things should be happening this week. And this week we should be seeing interesting price action on Bitcoin and overall market as well. We already kind of seen that people starting to buy into alts, but they're very, very cautious. Despite the fact that Fear and Greed Index is at 60 at this stage, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting if you think about that. So overall, we went through Indian blast situation. Please just buy good charts. Just buy good charts. If you want to like more established memes that are closer to the breakout at this stage, so you probably won't need to wait a lot. Brad, Momo, and Trump, right? You might want to wait a breakout. Once it will be clear we had a breakout, you might also long this thing, because currently, as mentioned, if I would, for example, had long Momo at $170 million this morning with high leverage, I will get wrecked. If I would be doing this once you will have a clear breakout, I would be fine. I would just catch the bulk of the movement. But all of them, Mumu, Brad, Trump, they're consolidating around the same levels. They are the memes of the next wave. These people who are leading you to a slaughterhouse to buy into the current backs, they are repositioning to these memes currently. 100% this is happening. And by charts of these memes, these first movers, and by sentiment, and by things that are essentially happening in the marketplace, you can assume what will be happening moving further. That's why I told you probably more than 2 weeks ago at this stage, next thing is Bitcoin ecosystem and Politify Meta. And I will also add to this base season, which kind of was obvious because with Trump surging up, we'll probably have a bit more capital going into Ethereum. However, Solana folks, they just hate Ethereum fees, right? Because most of them are unfortunately broke and they will get slaughtered on base. But if you're from Solana folk and you want to make money, just position on base currently. You're already kind of too late because the exact bottom of these charts, it was bought already by smart money, by people who understand what are they doing. But you are still buying at the consolidation of the range of the breakout. This is a very, very nice entry point considering to all these people that will be your exit liquidity once this thing will start. And they will start because they're in the charts currently at this stage. This is my overview. And if you actually want to get into blue chip asset that is at the bottom, still kind of at the bottom, like it's like on the course of several months, it won't matter. You can be buying in Indian Blast. $20 million target, we should be reaching 100%. Then we should be consolidating exactly as Brad is consolidating currently, exactly as Momo, exactly as Trump. And I am expecting a breakout from them moving further. By the way, angels on Bitcoin, the thing I was sharing to you, retarded on Bitcoin, did error 3 to 4x from the initial call on Discord. On the channel, I think it did close to 3x. I was sharing it on the channel at 6,000 cents. I do think it's going higher. because with us breaking in new BTC all-time high, dominance should go a bit higher, and there will be huge FOMO about Bitcoin. We'll have the Bitcoin ecosystem season as well. And just by the fact that these assets, they have a demand already, we can see it currently. Like this thing got bought like heavily. Conor Chain mentioned it, 3x. I started to mention it, 4x more. From the Conor Chain call, I think it did around 10 to 12x already over the course of 1 week or something. And it will go higher. It's retarded on Bitcoin at $4 million market cap at this stage, right? These are my overviews. Please play it right. You have to play it right. This would be the worst thing for you to sit in something like SPX and GIGA while these people taking profits on your money. They're taking your money and they're investing them properly instead of you. But if they're doing this, they are the one who are making gains. They're using your money. You will be sitting in this consolidation. These assets, they will probably go a bit lower, so you will be sitting in negatives, and they will be accumulating for quite some time. And even if they pump, like they will underperform heavily because they pumped already. Please buy good charts currently. I told you what are the coins that these people are taking the profits into currently. Mumu, Bread, Trump. In my Discord, I was also sharing low cap, better place to Mumu. I was also sharing low cap, better place to Trump. And Base, some of them I shared on the channel. And Bread, some of them I shared on the channel. Some more I shared in my Discord as well. If you would like to join, there is a link to Patreon page. You sign up for $200 a month and you are getting added into Discord automatically. Thank you very much. Stay healthy and rich. Thank you very much again, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.